Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 17 of the Make It Rain podcast. It's a 4-game week for your Ontario Reign. Oh boy, a lot of words are about to be used this episode. Go, roll the intro. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 17 of the Make It Rain podcast. As always, that is Mayor's Banner's very own Anthony Collazo. I'm Joe O'Regan. We are both back doing the podcast together remotely. 4 games for your Ontario Reign this week, all on the road. The boys were traveling. I'm just a traveler. As Chris Stapleton.
On these roads.
As Chris Stapleton has once said. Man, we got a lot to talk about. Well, let's just get the obvious out the way. Collazo, how are we?
I am doing good, Joe. How about you?
I would personally say I'm doing pretty
gosh.
good. The Rams are off to the NFC Championship to take on the Seattle Seahawks. The trilogy, nobody needed, but we absolutely wanted it. Man, it's going to be a bloodbath next Sunday. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I mean...
Rolling...
Yeah, that's going to be a great game. Rams-Seahawks round 3. In my opinion, this should be 2-0 Rams outside of the, some of the officiating in Game 2. You guys already know all about that. But, yeah, man, I mean, we were just talking about it before we started, right before we started recording, that we didn't even really know what episode we were on. This season is moving by really, really fast. And what I've noticed about my 3 seasons in working in hockey media for the Reign is that, the baseball offseason and the football season goes by so fast.
The baseball offseason, you're blinking and it's gone.
Yeah,
it's like the baseball offseason. I almost feel like we were just talking about the Dodgers going back-to-back on I think it was episode 7 or 8. It feels like that just happened last week, but it is now January 18th, and almost everybody is borderline off the free agent market. I mean, the Dodgers are completely redoing the MLB free agent class by signing Kyle Tucker to a $60 million AAV. Over Juan Soto, and Aaron Judge is getting paid $40 million, by the way. And, yeah, the Dodgers are rewriting baseball.
No, yeah.
The Dodgers are rewriting basketball. We're about to have basketball contracts, folks.
Yeah, there were a lot of good things when it comes to working in media and stuff. I'm very blessed to be in the position that I am. It's been very, very awesome. But I mean, in the past 3 years, the baseball offseason has gone by so fast, and the football season moves by like in the blink of an eye. Just the weeks in general just go by so fast, and so that's probably the biggest thing about working in hockey media. The offseason for baseball is so fast, and that's a great thing. A great thing.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, the Yankees will be taking the field at Steinbrenner on February 20th?
Something like that.
Yeah, whatever it might be. All right, sorry for dragging you out too long. Let's roll into the Zamboni cleaning. We're going to state the obvious here. Andre Lee, All-Star. Congrats to DRE. We absolutely could have predicted this a few months ago. We all saw it coming, to be completely honest. Mm-hmm. The one thing that I am really upset about, because the Ontario Reign have not had multiple All-Stars since 2021, is despite the Reign being in first place for the good majority of this week, Eric Portillo is not an All-Star, and the Reign do not get a second All-Star this year.
Yeah.
I mean, AHL. He has got way better stats than Isaac Posh on the Colorado Eagles. And the reason why I'm saying Posh, not Carl Lindbaum, is because Colorado also has 2 All-Stars. They have him and Jason Megna. Eric Portillo's record this year is a 9-1-1 with a shutout, a 2.33 goals against, and a 9.12 save percentage. That's pretty good if you ask me. Isaac Posh is 12-5-5 with a 2.45 goals against and a 9.02 save percentage. Portillo has him by a full 10 points, and he's not playing to Portillo's standards right now. I mean, does Isaac Posh owe the whole Eagles defense a freaking Rolex or something? Because they've got to be helping him out there with a save percentage like that.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting that you're bringing up. I wonder, and I'm trying to look right now, if the Eagles have any other All-Stars. Do you know?
Jason Megna is definitely an All-Star. beyond that,
because I can
go to X.
I can see Isaac
Or go
Pasha
to
being
AHL.com.
an all-star if they didn't have like another representative, and so they just kind of gave him it. But if that's not the case, then yeah, that is kind of rubbish, as the British would say.
Kind of a rubbish.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just those two.
That's not cool.
Yeah, and Jason Magna is the Western Conference captain too.
At the same time, you can make the argument that Portillo has not been healthy, so there's that.
I mean, if you want to just say the best ability is availability, I guess you can go ahead and do that, but I think that's a load of barnacles.
And then another talking point, speaking of the All-Star game, is that Andre Lee might not even be able to represent the Ontario Reign at the All-Star game because more than likely, with the way he's playing right now with the Kings,
he's not getting sent.
I don't think he's going to be back down for, honestly, the remainder of the season because remember, when you play 10 games in the NHL, you got to clear waivers again. And I just don't think Andre Lee is going to clear waivers for a second time. Maybe Taylor Ward might be able to escape if he plays 10 games and gets sent back down. I don't think Andre Lee is clearing the waivers.
No, I don't think he is either, which means let's break this question really quickly. Who is the Reign All-Star? And I got two people I can argue over here.
I'm really high on Martin Chromiak.
Yeah. Martin Chromiak's one. The other one is Nikita Alexandrov.
Yeah.
It's one of those two. I mean, we'll get into Martin Chromiak, but I'm pretty sure he's going to get a lot of talking time this episode. Yeah, that... Sorry, the Zamboni Clean's just gone on for forever. Logan Brown returned to the Ontario Reign Sunday against the Texas Stars. Missed about 15 games or so good to see Logan Brown back in the lineup. And yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that. I'm trying to push the podcast along, folks, because we got 4 games. We got a long one here. This episode of the Make It Rain podcast is brought to you by Gowdy Law. We don't have any game plans key when it comes to your family's future. Are you ready? Gowdy Law is here to help, specializing in estate planning. Gowdy Law ensures your loved ones are protected from losing a ton of money in time to probate when you pass away. Just like on the ice, preparation matters. Don't wait until the last minute to make the right play. Visit GowdyLaw.com today to start planning for the future. Get estate planning pricing and a free consultation right on their website. It is literally that simple. The price is right on their website. Gowdy Law, make estate planning easy, understandable, and affordable. The link's in the description. You can visit their offices in downtown Upland. Catch my breath, just like episode 16. All right, here we go. Let's open the week in Loveland, where the first and second place teams have an old-fashioned duel. In the opening frame on the Reign's first shot 5 minutes in, the bold Duke Blue Devil registers his 5th goal of the season on a clap bomb. It's 1-0 Ontario. However, we are playing the Colorado Eagles, so of course they will answer. Are you shocked? Thank you, Chase Bradley, 1-1. In the middle frame, Francesco Pinelli gets the Reign back on top, and a little bit of Tim Rigo to give the Reign insurance. It's 3-1. In the third period, Yamson is jamming pucks into the net. It's 4-1. But of course, Colorado will answer. Nikita Prishapov scores his second of the year. It's 4-2. But here go the Reign. Gotcha. Here we go. As Ryder and Chromiak make it 6-2 with Marty's McFly's coming on the power play again. And Chase Bradley hits a huge three to cut the lead to 42 with 28 seconds left. Reign wins 6-3. This is definitely the game the Reign needed to get back on track, especially after that Bakersfield fiasco on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know what he's talking about, they lost to the Bakersfield Condors 3-0, and it wasn't necessarily a concerning loss per se, but I think it was a loss that could definitely spiral out of control as you go to Colorado. Oh, yeah. And hey, they came out and they were firing. I don't know. I don't know if convincingly won is the right term to use, but I mean they put a pretty good beating on the Colorado Eagles. And by the way, it's not like they played a great game in this game either. They played this was probably their worst
first period they played in a while, man.
Yeah, but best game of the season, where they killed the Eagles on the score sheet, but man, outshot 34-21. 21 shots, 6 goals. That is a crazy goal to shot ratio. What is that? That's like almost a third of his shots are going in.
Wait. But if I want to go back to my my Zamboni clean here, Who was in goal for the Colorado Eagles this game, Collazo?
It's Isaac Posh.
Isaac Posh. Really, really weird how that happens. And who was in goal for the Reign and got the win?
It was Eric Portillo.
Oh, wow. Ha! Shocker. I guess that's just how the world works itself at times. Blue Arena is so tough to play, and the Ontario Reign have 2 games here. They're midweek games, so the Reign catch a little bit of a break there. But, man, dude, the Colorado Eagles, the more and more you watch this team, the more and more you realize this team, I just personally think if you go back to April and the Reign just get bounced round 1 and the Eagles win the whole thing, you could call me an absolute opposite of a ball knower, or puck knower in this case. The Eagles are frauds.
Wow.
The Colorado Eagles feed off of their back-to-backs at home. I mean, their home record this year is actually ridiculous.
Hey, you know what? I mean, you just said the word ridiculous, and I'll pull out the meme. That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that, because last season, I mean, Colorado was bounced in round 2, right? They had the bye, and then they got bounced? Or was it round 3?
They got bounced to the team. No, they got bounced in round 2 to the team that the Reign got bounced by, the San Jose Barracuda.
Hey, so, I mean, that's an interesting point you make. I never really thought of it like that. That's interesting.
It's not yeah, because you're never going to play back-to-back days in the playoffs. The Colorado Eagles are just capitalizing on back-to-back days because, oh, you're a mile high. Oh, you're going to be tired as heck in game 2. All right. And they just lay the belt on teams all the time now, I swear. I mean, they definitely did it to the Henderson Silver Knights this weekend. Yeah, by the way, we'll get to the standings. Oh, it is a doozy right now in the Pacific.
Hey, and I got to tell you, to kind of prove your point even further, I don't want to say I don't remember the last time, because I don't, but I could sound dumb on this. But it does feel like from the past few years, maybe not in my year 1 of covering this team, because I was actually going back and looking at those games the other day for whatever reason. The Eagles actually pummeled the Reign like almost every game they played in that 2023-24 season with like Clark and Turcotte and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But in the past 2 seasons, it feels like the Reign kind of handles Colorado at home.
Yeah. That's a weird sentiment and a weird statement. But you got to also realize this. We'll get into game 2 here sooner rather than later, but the Ontario Reign right now this season are having their way with the Colorado Eagles. They are in 6 games, I believe, 4-2.
They won the first one. They split the series, so 1.
Oh, my bad.
2-1.
It's 5 games, and they're 3-2. Excuse me.
5 games? No. I think you were right.
Is it? Man, we obviously don't have this on tap. Sorry.
So, okay, they split 2 in Colorado, so 1-1, 3-1, 4-1. So it should be, I think it's 4-1, yeah.
They're 4-1 against Colorado because they played all 4 in Colorado and they have 1 early in the year in Ontario, where Samuel Bolduc scored 2 goals just to win that game alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ontario Reign have had their way with the first place team, which is something we've just never seen before, it feels like. And this is I almost just got ahead of myself there. Penalty kill, once again, is right back to where they stand. They are on point, 3 for 3 this game.
Yes, all in the second period, too.
All in the second period. And also, when is it every day? You see Eric Portillo commit a penalty. He committed a tripping penalty right at the net.
By the way, that tripping penalty, right after that happened, it was a wraparound try. And it would have been a goal because Portillo was out of place. And Kenny Connors came out of nowhere and got a stick on it. That was a great play that kind of was put aside because of the penalty. And Page and Cam, like they mentioned it, but kind of like put it past them. That was a great play by Kenny Connors.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we'll get into great plays here momentarily. That, and there's not much more that really needs to be said. Outside of the fact that, here's a cherry-picked stat. Here's an ESPN stat for you. Francesco Pinelli, his goal for the Reign to take the lead, in which they never looked back, is his first goal to either tie or take the lead since opening night versus the Tucson Roadrunners. By the way, the Reign have not played the Roadrunners since opening weekend.
Yeah.
They don't see them until the end of February. Or no, they see them next homestand. Excuse me.
The reason that I mentioned that is because it feels like when it comes to Pinelli, Well, first of all, let's get the elephant in the room out of the way with Pinelli. He's not having a great season.
Year.
Which
he's definitely having a different season than what he usually has.
If you remember, one of our first episodes, we call him the X Factor coming into his sophomore year, and he just really has not lived up to his billing at all. But that's besides the fact. Every goal that he has this season, I kid you not, it's either like a blowout game where like they're like way ahead, like 5-1, he just scores.
And then you got the other games where it's
like they're getting killed, or it's an empty netter. So that's why I brought up that stat.
I was gonna say this game was bust down his AP.
Oh yeah. Oh
perfect tap, man.
And how about this? Did you know this before I tweeted that the Reign scored on the first shot of every period? Did you realize that before I tweeted that out?
No, I haven't even realized it
until now.
The fact you just brought it up now.
No, yeah, the Reign scored.
Fake follower.
Yeah, the Reign scored on their first shot every single period. So it was Bolduc first shot of the game for the Reign.
First
the
period.
blast.
Pinelli's first shot in the second period, and then Yamson right off the zone entry in the third. Yeah, great feed by Jack Hughes on that, by the way. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So and then that kind of goes back to the point of like the goal to shot ratio. Isaac Posh couldn't save anything this game, like nothing.
Yeah, he could not save a beach ball.
34-21. The Reign really did not even really play that well or deserve to kind of win this game. Yet the scoreboard says completely otherwise. So
that's going to be the theme of this episode, by the way. The Reign did not play the greatest this week. Yet we'll get into the next two games. Roll the Reign Rapid recap for Wednesday, please.
Whoa, wrong one. I was trying to pull something up and I accidentally pressed the wrong button.
Here we go.
One more time on the mountaintop as the Reign look to win back-to-back games in Colorado for the first time since January 25th and 26th of 2013. Yes, they were in the ECHL at the time. Remove the 0 and the 3 in 2013, and the number is 21. As 21, Jason Megna scores 33 seconds into the game. It is 1-0 Eagles. 8 minutes later, Zakhar Bodakov, in his first AHL game, lights the lamp to make it 2-0 Eagles. Nothing going in the middle frame, but Jason Poland extends Colorado's lead in the third. It is 3-0 Colorado. A few minutes later, Nikita Alexandrov puts the puck past Isaac Posh. It is now 3-1. Time winding down. Portillo to the bench. Kenny Connors is sensational. One score game inside Blue Arena. On the power play. 6-on-4. 19 seconds left. It's Alexandrov again. We need a nickname for him, man. Maybe Adrov? Kind of like A-Rod. Tie game in the clutch. Bonus Contos in Loveland as 5 minutes of overtime wasn't enough to determine a winner. Bonus Contos. We go to a shootout. Ivan of Colorado scores his chance. Sensational comes right back with his 1-1 through 2. And finally, in the fifth round, and a 1 and a 2. I wanna Jameson with you. Reign win 4-3 in shootout style and sweep the Eagles on the mountaintop for the first time since 2013.
All right, I'm gonna state the obvious. Unless the Ontario Reign win the Calder Cup this season, this is going down as the game of the year.
Yeah.
It's going down as the game of the year in the regular season. Nothing's going to beat this game.
Could you imagine if the Reign were at home this game? Like
a
weekend?
No,
a weekend
you
crowd?
Could not. No, you could not.
What about SpongeBob night? Imagine if this game was on SpongeBob night.
I mean, that game alone was awesome. So,
and it was packed.
Yeah, it was packed. And the Reign won that game, and it was still really loud. And here we are in Loveland. The Ontario Reign go down 3-0, and with 15 minutes and 57 seconds to play, or 47 seconds, excuse me, Nikita Alexandrov on the power play, right in the slot, 3-1. 2:59 remaining in the third. Kenny Connors on the doorstep, 3-2. Good feed by Martin Chromiak. We'll cut into him in a moment.
Oh.
And then Martin Chromiak again with an absolute dot of a feed with 19 seconds left. Somebody's coming in through the back door! Nikita Alexandrov just taps it in. I legit lost my blank. I lost my mind. I lost my head.
Yeah, I mean,
I got my roommates to testify on that one. I went absolutely bonkers. Overtime, Ontario puts together the best overtime period I've ever seen them put up without scoring. 5 shots on goal. Had Colorado hemmed in their zone for 2.5 minutes at the minimum. And then in a shootout, you've got Ivan. Nice move on Copley, got him 5-hole. But then the answer, Kenny, or Sensational Connors. Forehand backhand, the normal move, little fake shimmy Cocoa Puffs, top shelf. We've got not him. Trent Miner, yes. Trent Miner, spread eagle in the crease. It's tied. Then round 5, Atu Yamson walks in, close your damn legs. Pardon my language. And this game is over.
Yeah, I think this is one of those games where like recapping it twice is definitely
worth it.
It's definitely worth it because I think context matters in this game too. This wasn't just a game against like I don't know the Calgary Wranglers
this wasn't
where
just a throwaway game up in Rochester.
The stakes are always high.
It's the Olympics.
In every game, you can say you want to win every game, but first place team. I mean the winner of this game takes first place in the division, Pacific. And so. They haven't swept in Colorado since 2013, so when you have that in the back of your mind, that makes things more important. And just a month ago, the Reign won Game 1 of a back-to-back, and they were creamed in Game 2, 6-1. And so they go down 1-0 early, they go down 2-0, it's 3-0 in the third. You kind of have that same feeling, this game's over, it's not meant to be. Alexandrov scores 3-1, and then I think a lot of people forget about this, even you perhaps. Cole Gutman hit the post not too long later. And
I thought he hit the crossbar.
Yeah, he hit something. He rung the iron.
I'm pretty sure he hit the bar, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and like when that happened, it took the air out of me. I was like, so it's just going to be one of those games where they're putting together a good period, but they're just not going to have enough juice to come back. And how silly of me, because all year long they have been doing this. Just what a comeback, what a third period that they had. I actually tweeted out in that last period about 6 minutes in. I'm like, if they keep playing like this, they have a good chance to come back in this game because they were lackluster the first 40 minutes, and the last 20 minutes they were good all the way through.
Yep, the Reign coming into the third period when trailing are 3-9 coming into this game. The Ontario Reign, with that stacked up against them, they have lost their last 7 games when they were trailing past 2 periods. This game was the beginning of a trend that we're going to see in this game and the next game. The Ontario Reign in the third period, just a completely different beast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And also, another thing to state, the Reign scored on the power play again. Make that 7 of 8 games where the Reign have at least 1 power play goal. They did it twice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nikita Alexandrov.
It's been a pretty big narrative this season that Andrew Lord, he likes going with the 5-forward power play unit. And it's been working. I mean, the power play has been unbelievable. I mean, the power play has debatably been better this season than it was, I don't want to say 2 years ago, when Figima had 43 goals. But definitely last season, it was stagnant at some points in the season.
Last year, the Reign power play was borderline awful.
Yeah, so...
And I think that was just because of the personnel they had. It's not because of Marco Sturm.
No,
because if you don't know,
sure.
The Boston Bruins power play right now is lethal.
I also think that there's a huge difference between having Brian Clark running the point and Riley Walsh running the point. But that's a different story for a different time. I know Riley Walsh is definitely the most unpopular player in the history of this podcast. But,
even when he's not here, he's still getting ranted on.
But yeah, I mean, the power play, unbelievable again. And I mean, let's talk about that overtime for a second. The Reign, I mean, they probably
no stoppages,
if there was possession time that was calculated in the AHL, they probably had 4 minutes in the offensive zone.
Yeah.
And by the way, Copley made a great save. Don't forget about Copley.
On Jack Ashawn trying to shove it 5-hole to get the win, but Copley says, "You shall not pass."
Mm-hmm.
and the Reign go right back the other way. I mean, Nikita Alexandrov, man, like I've talked so many times on how long is it going to take until the Reign score a hat trick this year. Nikita Alexandrov right now is the closest we have gotten.
Oh, yeah.
He rung 2 posts in overtime, had 2 goals, and another one he had a point-blank chance that Trent Miner stopped. I mean, the hockey gods are just against the Reign. He should have had a hat trick that game.
Yeah, they're due. They're due for a hat trick.
I mean, they are like, I'm talking someone is 48 weeks pregnant due.
Yeah, and going back,
they're more than due.
And going back to the overtime, I don't think there was a stoppage in those 5 minutes. I think it was not. I think it was 5 minutes straight. Just unbelievable overtime. If you haven't watched or haven't seen it, and you're watching the podcast, I mean, you don't have to watch the whole game, but I would definitely recommend watching those 5 minutes.
Overtime.
It was unbelievable.
And watch the final minute too. Watch the final minute from when Colorado committed that penalty to when the Reign backdoor.
Yeah.
Watch that too, because that was awesome. That had me jumping out my seat. I hope nobody spilled any hot or cold beverages on them, because that would be horrible. Or stainable beverages, because I could completely understand you if that's the case.
And again, one more time, Phoenix Copley, great game today, today. Great game in this game. 35 of 38 saves.
Holding down the fort, folks.
And then 4.
Phoenix Copley's back, man.
And then 4 in the shootout.
Yep. Phoenix Copley is holding down the fort. The Ontario Reign the Reign train's rolling. We're going to just put it that way. And I really hope we could talk about this game more, but I'm going to opt to not do that just because we're going to get up there on time. You just need to know this. This, bar none, game of the year.
Yeah. For
the Ontario Reign. AHL, maybe. Who knows? There's going to probably be an 8-7 overtime game somewhere.
This was the win of the year. I know we all said game of the year. It's the game of the year for the Reign. Yes, if you're an Eagle fan, 100%. It's not the game of the year because you were up 3-0 and then 4 unanswered. A game of the year for the AHL has to be like 6-5
barn.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going back and forth. That's the game of the year, right?
Yeah. For the Ontario Reign.
But this is definitely their win of the year with the context against the Eagles. Unbelievable win.
Yeah, no doubt about it whatsoever. We gotta get rolling with this podcast. So let's go from Colorado to quote unquote Austin. We'll just call it Cedar Park. The Reign have 2 games against the Texas Stars.
In the first, White Chocolate Chisholm opens the scoring, giving Texas a 1-0 lead. In the middle frame, a weird shot from Harrison Scott gives Texas some insurance. It's 2-0. But these kids, they never give up. You know the saying, it's barbecue chicken from here? Well, tonight it's fried chicken because Kentucky Fried Easel guy notches his first AHL goal to split the lead in half. Less than 3 minutes later, it's Cole Gutman tying the game at 2 chicken apiece. But Texas gets the lead right back as Michael Caro with the blast from the point sneaks by Portillo and it's 3-2. It would stay that way for the next 25 minutes, but never doubt these kids with guts, man, because it is once again Cole Gutman tying the game with 14 seconds left. They do it again, but the party isn't over because he went to Jared. It's right. With the finishing touch with 2 seconds to go, the Cardiac Kids are back in town in the wise words of Joe Hicketts. 4-3, the final.
I mean, last year it was the Cardiac Kings. This year it's the Cardiac Kids. The Ontario Reign, once again, come back in the final minute with the empty net. And they just say this time, screw overtime. Let's win it with 1.4 seconds left on the clock. Jared Wright, backhand feed, bounces off of Harrison Scott and goes in the net. This game, imagine if this game was against Colorado.
Yeah, man.
If this game was against Colorado, I do not give a dang if it's on the road. It would have been comparable to Andre Lee scoring with 13 seconds left last year? Yeah. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Yeah, what
Kenta
a game.
Iso guy, Konnichiwa! Top shelf. Welcome to the show, Remy Poirier, to get his first American Hockey League goal. How you doing? Good for the kid, man.
Yeah, man, and good for the Reign. Everything is going right for them, unlike their parent club. It's just you can't script it in a movie. I mean, they continue to do
Yeah.
it in the same fashion over and over this season. And you know what it all starts with? It all starts with the special teams, man. Another great game from the special teams.
There you go. There's another goal for the special teams.
Another power play goal. They go 3 for 3 on the penalty kill. I don't know what Chris Hyatt and Brad Schuler are feeding these guys, but whatever they're doing, it's working. And by the way, with these wins and where they're at in the standings and these stats on special teams, I mean, Andrew Lord's stock is just going up and up and up. Everybody in the AHL, every head coach, they want to be an NHL coach. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. There's not one who doesn't.
Absolutely.
And Andrew Lord, man, I mean, he's making his case, and he's going to get a job within the next few years if his teams keep doing this.
Yeah. Like Andrew Lord with the Greenville Swamp Rabbits had a win percentage of .606. With the Halifax Mooseheads last year, he got them to the second round as the 16 seed. Literally had to knock off the best team just to get there. And probably had substantially less talent. And now at the Ontario Reign, at the time of recording this, has a .667 win percentage.
Yeah.
And 52 points. And the Reign have like the 4th best record in the American Hockey League and are tied for 1st in the Pacific.
Yeah, he's pressing all the right buttons.
I mean, if you had this in your cards in September, you're out your mind. You're out of your head. Seriously.
No, and you can go back to episode 1 when we're
two.
Was it 2? When we're kind of recapping, we're not recapping, we're kind of projecting what this Reign team is going to be, and we didn't think they were going to be anything too special. You know, you have a bunch of first year pros, you have a bunch of second year pros. You know, Jared Wright, Kenny Connors, Kirill Kirsanov, and then second year pros. You know, Caleb Lawrence, and you just can't really project that this team would be doing what they are now. Kenny Connors has been a pleasant surprise. He's been better than any of us could have expected.
Oh, man.
Jared Wright, it has been unbelievable. Cole Gutman, who's been another acquisition, who, I mean, he's better than Jack Studnicka up to this point already in this season. Yeah, man, this team and what they're doing, man, they are going to go far in this year's playoffs. Especially, can you imagine if they get the 1 seed? Could you imagine if they win the division?
If they, oh gosh,
and they get
we'll cross that road when we get there. Yeah, I won't even be doing the podcast every week. I'll be doing it every other week at that point. But if the Ontario Reign get the 1 seed, oh God, look out! Unless you're the Grand Rapids Griffins, that team is actually like on drugs. Everything I was thinking, I was like, yeah, can't say that, can't say that, can't say that. Okay. Yeah, they are on a heater times 10. I mean, what is Grand Rapids' record right now? Hold on. I gotta pull this up.
Yeah.
Grand Rapids 33-3, 63 points in 36 games.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
That'll work. For reference, the Ontario Reign have played 3 games more and have 5 less wins? Yeah, 5 less wins.
I also don't think that division is very good, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the second best team is the San Jose Barracuda, basically.
Pretty much, and the Barracuda are 5th in the Pacific.
And the third best team is like the San Diego Gulls.
Yeah,
but still, what they're doing is impressive. Still,
it's still impressive. And the Iowa Wild are the worst in the American Hockey League, and they're last in their division.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Greg Cronin's their head coach. Need to remind you. Also, one more thing. Just Remy Poirier, man. He kept Texas in that game all the way until the final minute. Where this might just be the save of the year candidate. Julia, go ahead, put this up. I mean, I'm talking wide open net with 1 minute and 7 seconds left, something down that line. Glenn Gaudin, like forehand dive from a shortstop almost. Dives, gets stick on puck somehow, and keeps this game within reach for the Reign. Because if that bounces over his stick, that's ball game. Reign lose. That's game.
No, 100%.
There's no way they come back.
And that's another play that kind of gets lost in the sauce a little bit.
And then the Reign come back up the ice with 2 great keep-ins by Gaudin, who would have thought, and Martin Chromiak, who would have thought? And then they get the tying goal with Cole Gutman, a give and go with Cohen Zemer. Check your glove, Remy Poirier. All 4 goals the Reign scored tonight were on Remy Poirier's glove side. That is something you got to keep check on and keep tabs on for the Ontario Reign. They basically abused the scouting report. Great job by Brownie, a.k.a. Adam Brown, getting that goaltender pre-scout up, because that worked. That very well worked. And that won the Reign the game.
Yeah, back-to-back memorable wins for the Ontario Reign. I can't remember the last time that they really have 2 exciting wins like that in a row. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to that game, man. Just an unbelievable 2 games. I mean,
no doubt
and up to Saturday, Reign fans must have been feeling really good. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely agree.
Okay.
I mean, with that win, the Reign hold first place in the Pacific Division, and then Sunday came.
All right,
roll it.
We'll cut it right there. Let me reset the Zoom.
Okay.
I'm going to reset the Zoom, Julia. Cut this part out, all right?
Sorry, Julia. Let me make sure I'm still recording. Woo! We're good. Vamos. Julia, I apologize. That's disgusting. No, I want my split view. Oh my God. Thank God that happened, because my Google Docs is right now downloading. That is something. There we go. Collazo. There we go. Good?
Hold on.
Okay.
Julia, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. With that, oh, wait, hold on. Actually. Okay, yep, we're good. Rolling into Sunday, we are finally through the week, and it's one more hoorah in the HEB Center. In the first, Artem Schlane is still slanging the puck into the net against the Reign. His 4th goal in 4 games against the Reign this year. It's 1-0 Texas. Later in the frame, Cole, the man of guts, ties it again. What a week it has been for the guy. It's 1-1. Oh yeah, power play goal, by the way. A great first period for the Reign is the only thing great for them this one. Cameron Hughes, Firebirds legend, scores to give Texas the lead, and it would stay that way until Cross Hanas?
Something like that. Cross Hanas?
Yeah. I'm going to say Cross Hanas because it sounds cool. Scores an empty net goal, and the Texas Stars win 3-1. Okay. Yeah. The Reign were playing games that were pretty much unsustainable to win. And then this one, they tried doing it again in the same fashion. And this time, it did not work. However, this game, the Ontario Reign, had quite honestly the exact opposite of what they've had the prior 3 games this week.
Yeah, as far as the result goes 100%. The first 20 minutes were just some of the best hockey you can play. They outshot the Stars 11-2, and although the period ended 1-1, I mean, defense freaking stood on his head for the entire period.
Yeah,
the Reign had about 6 grade A chances in the first. I don't know how one of them didn't get by. I mean, one of them did, but in those 6 grade A chances, none of them got by. I don't know how.
Yeah, Arno Tiefense ends here going 2-1 against the Reign, and the 2 wins he's had are impressive, considering that he was fresh out of the ECHL.
Yeah.
When he was called up for Game 1 against the Reign in Toyota Arena. So, oh my goodness, I just kicked my stand. Holy. That the comeback magic kind of just wore off a little bit, and then, hey, the Reign got a power play goal again, this time out of Cole Gutman. And guess who draws in another assist this week? It's Martin Chromiak. We haven't been talking about him that much.
Yeah.
Like, how many assists? Yeah, Martin Chromiak had 6 assists this week. He had 3 primary assists on Tuesday or Wednesday. He had another primary assist on Wednesday. He had a primary assist Saturday and a primary assist Sunday. Or a secondary assist Sunday.
No, yeah, he actually had 3 primary assists in the comeback win in Colorado, and then 2 more the following game in the comeback win against Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
we'll get to him in a little bit.
Yeah, well, sorry, you've just been spoiled.
No, yeah.
And then he also puts together a great back check on Cole Lind.
Yeah, I mean, and I want to talk about this a little bit, kind of in blend with the rain weather report. But I see a lot of people online, and even my own boss, John Hoven, like Martin Chromiak, probably isn't the next guy up. It's probably Kenny Connors. I would disagree with that statement. I think it should be Martin Chromiak, and I don't know if you have the same sentiment, Joe.
I'd put Nikita Alexandrov over him.
Okay, that's fair, but
if the Kings need a shooter, then it's definitely Chromiak.
No, for sure. I think it's Chromiak with the way the Kings have been playing and their struggles on the power play and their struggles to score, just in general. And then Hoven asked Jim Hiller this question the other night, and Jim Hiller he basically said that we're confident that the guys we have right now are our best guys right now until everyone comes back. I disagree. Like,
that 100%. Is okay. If that is true, that is a slap in the face to Kings fans because it's not.
Yeah, and it's like I am on the beat for every single game. I'm in the building at home every single game. I watch every single game. Martin Chromiak is having a great season, maybe even better than what his points total show. He has developed a lot of good things in the offseason. His one-timer out of nowhere has gone a lot better, which is part of the reason why the power play is where it's at. And then over the past few weeks, we've been seeing this kind of shot pass from like the right boards where he kind of throws up this shot pass back door, and it's money. It's money.
Yeah.
He's on the mark with it every time, and we have seen a few goals now in the season where his Chromiak right boards, he fires a shot pass back door, and someone is on the back door getting a tip in on it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think Martin Chromiak should be next up, especially, and this is my final point in this 1 point, right? Kind of like a church session where like one sermon is like 3 points.
Yeah.
With Jeff Malott on line 1 for the Los Angeles Kings right now, it is absolutely ridiculous to say that Martin Chromiak can now play line 1 for the Kings right now. Right now in this moment, it should be Martin Chromiak. Jeff Malott's not a line 1 player. Martin Chromiak is. And it would make sense for a top 6 player to play top 6 minutes rather than a bottom 6 player to play top 6 minutes. Makes no sense.
Here's the thing. What would need to happen for Martin Chromiak to be called up?
I don't know.
Does Taylor Ward get sent back down?
Well, as of right now, I think they're down a man because Corey Perry went to take care of his mother. I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's back. Is he back? Did he play against the Ducks? So that's why Gubman was called up. I think Corey Perry came back, and this I don't have any inside info. Right? Obviously, it's personal reasons, and from what we understand, I think his mom is sick. I think he came back to the Kings to play against Edmonton because that's his former team, and then he went back on leave to go take care of his mother.
His mom.
That's not like insider info. It's just kind of common sense from what I'm thinking. Like, oh, he's out to take care of his mother. He comes back for the Edmonton game, and he goes back to take care of his mother. I think he just came back to play against his former team.
That also, another thing that needs to be stated is Andrzej Kopitar is on the injured reserve.
Exactly.
Right
no, exactly.
The Kings are automatically in forward hell because their captain is literally hurt.
No, yeah, and like it's a little bit unfair to call for Jim Hiller to be fired. I would never do that as a member of the media and stuff. I think it's unfair. They are hurt a lot. But if you're going to play Jeff Malott top 6 minutes, you might as well just call up a top 6 caliber player because Jeff Malott is not a top 6 caliber player.
I'm going to just put this straight up because I'm a Ducks fan. I'm going to just say this. If I was looking at the LA Kings from a media-based standpoint, there are 2 things that need to happen. One, you need to get a shooter up there because right now, and it's kind of blatantly obvious, the forward core, when you're 28th in the National Hockey League, is just not cutting it in goals per game. That just does not cut it. Second thing, Brett Clark needs to be playing 25 minutes a night. And he needs to be on the line 1 pairing with Mikey Anderson. I mean, God bless what Drew Doughty has done to the Los Angeles Kings. but he needs to get off the first line because he's getting slower. He's 37 years old. You've got Brent Clark, who is 24?
Something like that.
24, young and upcoming, and he deserves to play first line minutes.
22.
He's 22. Thank you for proving my point. That man should be the first line right defenseman for the Los Angeles Kings. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I don't even think he's up and coming. I think he's arrived. Brent Clark, from what I've seen from him, he has been unbelievable for the Kings.
And then God bless you if the Kings even bothered trading for Artemi Panarin.
I don't think it's going to happen, but that would be crazy.
Artemi Panarin is the type of,
I'll take it a step further. I think Artemi Panarin, I think he's an okay fit, but sometimes his back check is a little sloppy. And the Kings don't.
But I don't think that's a Kings problem because the Kings are one of the best in the league at goals allowed per game.
True, but if you understand the Kings org, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying with the way they operate, I don't think that they're going to do that. I think if they were to pick up a player from the Rangers, I think Vincent Trocheck would be closer to what they're looking for rather than Artemi Panarin.
I mean, and what are your thoughts on Chris Drury just absolutely just saying, here's the details. We suck. We're rebuilding, pretty much.
I don't care as much as other fans. I just think people are panicking because that's what I don't know if it was jury bet.
That's what the New York media does.
No. But I don't think it was jury bet back then. But they did do this in like 2017 when they retold when they traded away Zuccarello and they traded away all these guys. They did the same thing. They put out like a letter. So then they did it again, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh!" Like they're gonna rebuild again. So that's what we're getting up there, dude. We gotta get this rolling.
Yeah, we gotta roll on. We have let's just say kumbaya around the point. Rain weather report. Go. Thank you. 100% Martin Chromiak.
Yeah.
1 goal, 6 assists. Very deserving of the 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're long overdue for a Martin Chromiak LA Kings call-up.
Yeah, and we just kind of went into depth with it, which, like I said, I want to kind of blend it in a little bit. A great back check on Cole Lind in that game, and then he drew a penalty, which, again, if you're so worried about 200 feet hockey, he looked pretty good there. So I don't know what the issue is. I don't know why you don't even give him a chance. Because that's the thing. We know what Cole Gutman is in the NHL, right? We know what Nikita Alexandrov is in the NHL. We don't know what Martin Chromiak is. And by the way, Martin Chromiak played very good when he was on the top pairing with Glenn Godden and who else was on line 1 last year? It was Godden and
line 1?
Yeah. I think
Jeff Malott.
No, Hudon I think it was. Was it Hudon, Godden, Chromiak?
Well, Hudon slid up there once Malott got called.
Exactly.
Up, it was Jeff
so
Malott.
Chromiak looked good with veterans in the AHL. Why can't he do the same in the NHL? I think he would look very good, even if he played with Byfield and stuff. I think Chromiak could look better than what he is right now. So I don't know
because of the speed that surrounds him in that situation.
Exactly.
There's definitely going to be speed that surrounds him in that situation. Martin Chromiak's just long overdue for a call up. We've been kind of waiting. You've had conversations with people at THN about, is Martin Chromiak still here? Yeah, he's here. He had a pretty bad year last year. Pretty bad 2/3 of a year. Then he just turns into Jesus Christ. He just turns into Jesus for the final third of the year.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Father. My goodness. And then this season, he's got, 30 points?
30 points, 15 goals. Or it might be 16 assists now because he got an assist today. Let me check real quick. I know it's 15 goals and 16 assists, so 31 points.
31 points. Martin Chromiak in 39 games has 31 points. If there's any worry about what this guy can and can't do, he has pretty much disproven it in the American Hockey League level this year. Who do you have at 50%?
50%. You had to. We weren't bagging on him, but you gotta go Cole Gutman, man. 3 goals, one assist. He had a very good week. Delivered when it mattered the most. Tied the game twice this week.
I was gonna say you could definitely compare him to Andre Lee because this week he had the flair for the dramatic, man.
Yeah.
Timely goals all over the place for Cole Gutman, man.
He's good. He's good in the faceoff circle. He's good on the power play. And again, like I said earlier, he has been very important to this Reign team. He has been a great acquisition by Richard Seeley, the GM of the Reign. And
I wouldn't even say it's a Rich Seeley thing.
I don't think it is either. I want to give him credit.
It's a Rob Blake thing. Hey, we've seen Rich Seeley all the time.
Did you say Rob Blake?
I would say that is a Rob Blake thing
No. Ken Holland.
Oh, Ken Holland. Excuse me. My bad.
Luke Robitaille.
Ken Holland. Ken Holland. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Ken Holland signing because he signed a 2-year, two-way contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the best part is Cole Gutman's going to be here next year. Awesome.
There you go.
So, whether he becomes a cornerstone for the Reign or he becomes a fourth liner for the Los Angeles Kings, I mean, who knows what the future holds for Cole Gutman, but man, we're excited that he's here.
Mm-hmm. Do you got 0%?
Yeah. I'm gonna take Jacob Dvorak for a couple of awful defensive plays on Sunday.
I tell you what, dude.
If you want to disagree with me, go ahead.
Yeah, I know he's young. Dvorak, I don't want to slander him because that's just
not fair at this rate. Because
like he's my age. He's literally 2 days older than me, so he's still young. He's still getting used to pro hockey, but. I mean, I wonder if he came up too early, man, because that's what Kyle was saying, like, last year. Like, opening night, he said he shouldn't be here. He's not ready yet.
Yeah, he's very young.
Like, it has only stunted his development because he doesn't look good, ever. Ever.
Yeah.
Like, he makes he makes the Reign worse.
Offensively, he hasn't looked that bad this year, as much as he has 4 points in 30 games. Got it.
I mean, I totally disagree with you there, too.
I mean, but when Dvorak is a scratch every third game, yeah, of course you're going to stunt his development.
He deserves to be scratched. Like how about that? I mean, he's playing a lot now, right? Because they have it like a hurt decor. But who would you rather have, Jack Millar or Jacob Dvorak?
Yeah, Jack Millar.
Who would you rather have, Kyle Burrows or Jacob Dvorak?
Burrows. You don't even have to state.
So it's like when both those guys come back, which by the way, Jack Millar has kind of been forgotten about. He was one of the best Reign defensemen last season. So
yeah, defensively, he is probably the best Reign defenseman.
Yeah, him and Booth last season were.
My bad. Not named Angus Booth. Yeah, Angus Booth's the best.
Yeah,
excuse me.
No, yeah, him and Booth last season when they were paired, they were great. So Burrows, Millar, when they come back, Dvorak, I don't think.
Awesome.
How can you play him? Where are you gonna play him?
I mean, where do you play him is a better question to ask because Jacob Dvorak might end up in the ECHL, believe it or not. And I don't even know if he can do that.
He came over too early, man. He came over too early. And
way too early.
And he's young. I don't want to slander him, but he never looks good. His east to west skating is poor. His north to south skating is poor. His skating overall is poor. His stick skills aren't very good. He's not a very smart hockey player.
Yeah, you've just heard our whole statement on Jacob Dvorak. So,
all right, what do we got next week, Joe?
Got from that. Next week on Tuesday, San Diego is in Tucson. The Laval Rocket head west and take on the Abbotsford Canucks. Wednesday, San Diego and Tucson again. Colorado is in Trucktown, California, take on the Bakersfield Condors. The Barracuda and Firebirds square off at Acrisure Arena, and the Laval Rocket and Abbotsford play one more time. Skip Thursday to Friday, Colorado and Bakersfield again in Bakersfield. The Ontario Reign come off of 4 days off for the beginning of a quote-unquote homestand. I'm only saying that because they're actually home now. Against the Coachella Valley Firebirds in Acrisure Arena at 7 p.m. Saturday, Laval heads a little bit east to take on Calgary. And the Ontario Reign will once again play the Colorado Eagles at 6 p.m. First Responders Night.
Huge
Please
game.
Show up if you're there. That's a huge game. It's going to decide first place probably again. Bakersfield is in San Jose. Tucson in Henderson. San Diego in Abbotsford. Sunday, San Diego once again in Abbotsford. Tucson in Henderson. That is next week. Let's roll into the standings really quickly. First place, 24-8-4, or 24-8-1-3 technically, is the Colorado Eagles at 52 points. The Ontario Reign also have 52 points. They've just played 3 more games. 25-12-2. Third place, the Bakersfield Condors. Man, this team is screeching hot as of late, man. They are creeping up towards the top of the division. 21-10-6 at 48 points. Guess that's what happens when Quinn Hudson's on your team. Fourth place, Coachella Valley Firebirds, 21-12-4 at 46 points. The San Jose Barracuda are 21-12-3 at 45 points and 36 games in fifth. Sixth place, through 8th place, all at 40 points. San Diego Gulls, 16, 12, and 8. How do you lose 8 games in overtime? Who knows? The Tucson Roadrunners, 17, 12, and 6. And the Calgary Wranglers, 15, 15, and 10. That is bonkers. 40 points, exactly a 500-point percentage. 9th place, Henderson Silver Knights have fallen off the face of the earth, folks. 16, 14, and 5 at 37 points. And the Abbotsford Canucks are 12, 21, and 6 and 30 points in last place.
Man, what a fall off. Fall off of glory.
Oh, boy.
That is tragic.
The Reign are top 5 in points in the American Hockey League. Them and Colorado both at 52. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins are at 53. The Providence Bruins at 55. And the Grand Rapids Griffins, man, that league doesn't look so huge anymore. It's 63 points. That's a joke, by the way. They have second place by 8 points.
Mm-hmm.
Which is hilarious. Well, sorry we just took about an hour of your time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching Season 2, Episode 17 of the Make It Rain podcast. You know the drill from here on out. Subscribe down below. Follow us on Spotify at Make It Rain Pod. Follow us on those socials at Make It Rain Pod. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great week. College students, have a great first week back at school. And God bless. We'll see you next Monday. Peace!